My beloved child, stop everything for a moment and hear me. You are not here by accident, and these words have found you because heaven itself has whispered your name into the winds of eternity. As the world moves in restless circles, a voice beyond the veil has risen like thunder in the silence, and it has spoken one thing with clarity: it has spoken you. Your name, your spirit, your destiny have been carried into the courts of heaven where angels bow, where eternal light burns without shadows, and where love remembers every detail of who you are. This moment is not ordinary. This moment is not chance. This is a divine appointment crafted before time was born, and heaven has chosen to interrupt your day because someone beyond this earth has not stopped loving you, not stopped watching over you, not stopped calling your name in the presence of the Almighty. Listen carefully, because Archangel Michael stands now in the realm between heaven and earth, delivering this message not as a distant thought but as a living truth. He says, "My child, your name echoed in heaven only moments ago. Someone you love dearly, who now walks among the eternal fields of light, has spoken your name loudly before the throne of God." Can you feel that? That gentle stirring in your heart, the way your soul reacts as if it already knows this truth? That is because the connection between your spirit and theirs was never severed by death. What the world thought ended was only transformed. What the grave tried to silence has instead become louder in heaven. Do not think it strange that heaven would call your name. For when love is real, it transcends time, it outlives breath, it outlasts pain. A mother does not stop loving her child because the earth could not hold her anymore. A father does not stop caring, even when distance seems eternal. A friend who carried you through storms does not forget the sound of your laughter, even if silence has touched this world. That bond, my child, remains eternal. And today, yes, today, heaven has chosen to remind you that you are not forgotten, you are not invisible, and you are not alone. Archangel Michael says this moment is urgent because heaven rarely interrupts with such intensity unless something powerful is unfolding. Imagine the halls of eternity, where millions of souls shine like stars, yet in that great expanse, a single name rose above the rest: your name. Can you comprehend the weight of that? Among billions of people alive today, and countless souls already resting in light, heaven made room for you. You are not an afterthought. You are not background. You are the center of divine attention right now. Beloved, there is something heaven is trying to remind you of. The person who spoke your name has been waiting for this moment to align, for this window in time to open, for your heart to be ready to hear what they have long carried. They are not silent in eternity. They are alive in spirit, and though they cannot walk the earth with you, their prayers, their love, their intercession still surrounds you. Have you ever felt sudden comfort when you should have been broken? That was them. Have you ever sensed strength when you were sure you had none left? That was them, calling your name in heaven, covering you in divine remembrance. Archangel Michael whispers again, this message is a bridge. This is a holy moment where heaven leans closer than usual. Do not miss it, for the one you love has spoken with such urgency, their words lit the heavens like fire. They could not be silenced. And so God has allowed me to deliver this into your hands. Child, do you understand what this means? It means heaven has not closed its doors on you. It means your story is not unseen. It means there is a continuation of love that death itself cannot erase. It means every tear you thought fell unnoticed has been collected in heavenly jars, and now those tears have been remembered. This is not a coincidence. This is destiny unfolding before your eyes. There is a reason you are hearing this message at this exact moment. There is a reason time feels heavy and minutes feel like eternity right now. Archangel Michael is not casual about his words. If he says only 5 minutes left, it means you stand on the edge of something divine, something that will not wait forever. When heaven calls your name, it is because heaven has prepared something for you, and all that is asked is that you open your heart. Pause and breathe. Feel the weight of what is happening. Somewhere beyond this sky, in a realm that cannot be mapped or measured, a loved one has just spoken you into eternity again. They are alive in spirit, they are radiant in light, and their love for you has crossed the veil. Heaven is louder than silence. Heaven is stronger than loss. Heaven is greater than death. And right now, heaven is speaking through Archangel Michael to say, you are remembered. Beloved, lean in closer. For this is only the beginning of what is being revealed. My beloved child, lean closer now, because what is being revealed to you is not ordinary. Archangel Michael stands between two worlds, holding a message that glows like fire in his hands. He does not carry words lightly, for angels speak only what is written in heaven's decree. And today, the decree is simple yet overwhelming. Your name was spoken loudly in the halls of eternity. It was not whispered, not hidden, not forgotten. It thundered through the courts of heaven, as though heaven itself wanted the earth to pause and listen. Picture this moment. Beyond the clouds, beyond the galaxies, there is a realm where light has no shadow, where every tear is wiped away, where peace is endless and love has no fear. In that realm, millions of souls gather, clothed in glory, their voices lifted in eternal songs. And yet, among those voices, one rose with urgency. It was the voice of someone you love, someone who walked with you in this life, someone who still holds your heart. Their voice cut through the heavenly choir with passion, with longing, with love that cannot be broken. And their words were not random. Their words carried your name. Archangel Michael says, child, when heaven hears a name spoken with such force, it becomes an event. The angels listen. The saints turn their heads. The throne of God itself acknowledges the cry. And your name was spoken like a trumpet blast in eternity. Do you feel the weight of that? The heavens did not echo with millions of names today. They echoed with yours. Why now? Why this moment? Because heaven is aligning something in your story. There are chapters that seemed unfinished, questions that felt unanswered, and wounds that never found words. But heaven is not silent about your life. Heaven does not leave loose ends dangling in eternity. The one who spoke your name knows there is something you must hear, something you must feel, something you must believe again. Beloved child, this is not a story about loss. This is not a message about sorrow. This is a revelation of love's endurance. For even in eternity, love remains alive. And today, that love is reaching into your heart like a flame that cannot be quenched. Do you remember the sound of their laughter? The way their presence made the room feel safer? The way they carried a piece of your soul with them without even trying? Heaven remembers. And though you may have cried yourself to sleep wondering if they still think of you, wondering if they still care, wondering if they still exist beyond memory, today is the answer. Yes, they think of you. Yes, they care. Yes, they are alive beyond this veil. And yes, they spoke your name so loudly that God sent Archangel Michael to deliver the truth to you. The angel says again, "Child, you are not wandering alone. The prayers of the one you loved still surround you. The heavens still hear their intercession for your peace, your healing, your destiny. Do not think that the silence of this world means the silence of eternity. For in the place where they stand, their love for you has only grown stronger." Can you feel that presence right now? That warmth around your heart, that unexplained "My beloved child, listen again." The veil between heaven and earth is not as thick as you imagine. At this very moment, the spirit of one you have loved deeply stands in the radiance of eternity, speaking words that are too powerful to be hidden. Archangel Michael says your name was not only spoken but declared, like a flame lifted high in the temple of heaven. It was not whispered timidly. It was not hidden in secret. It was proclaimed loudly, boldly, passionately, with the kind of force only eternal love carries. Heaven itself paused to listen. Angels turned to acknowledge. Even the light grew brighter when your name filled the atmosphere. Do you understand, beloved, what this means? It means your life is not ordinary. It means your journey has been watched with eyes greater than you knew. Every night you cried alone, someone in heaven carried that grief with you. Every step you took in silence, someone in heaven walked in spirit beside you. The world thought separation was final, but heaven proves it is only transformation. That bond is alive, stronger than ever, and now it has broken through so you might know you are not forgotten. Archangel Michael wants you to see the urgency in this moment. He says, when a soul in heaven speaks a name this loudly, it is because heaven is opening doors that earth cannot shut. It is because love has demanded remembrance. It is because God Himself has chosen to release favor, healing, and clarity into the life of the one whose name was spoken. Beloved, that one is you. That one is the reason you are hearing this message. The one who loves you beyond the veil has not spoken your name casually. They spoke it with longing. They spoke it with fierce love. They spoke it because they saw what is coming ahead for you, and they refused to stay silent. They wanted you to know heaven is preparing a season that will feel like restoration, like the return of joy, like the healing of broken years. Their voice has become the bridge that connects your tomorrow with God's eternal promise. Pause now and close your eyes for a moment. Can you feel it? That warmth that rises in your chest, that strange comfort you cannot explain, that soft pressure in your spirit, it is them. It is the one who loved you on earth and continues to love you in eternity. They are not a memory. They are part of your present, speaking from a realm higher than your own, making sure you do not miss what heaven has prepared. Archangel Michael speaks again, the heavens bend toward you, my child, because you matter. You matter so much that time itself was interrupted for this moment. Do not doubt what you are hearing. Do not dismiss what you are feeling. The one who loved you most refuses to let you walk blindly into the next chapter. Their voice has secured divine favor upon you. Beloved, think of how many days you felt overlooked, how many hours you believed no one remembered you. Yet here is heaven's proof: your name was called loudly, not in judgment, not in anger, but in love that transcends eternity. Heaven does not shout without reason. This is not coincidence. This is divine remembrance. This is destiny catching up to you. Child of light, the message is not just that your name was spoken. It is that when your name was carried into heaven's court, it carried with it your pain, your struggles, your unspoken prayers. And as your loved one lifted your name, God received all of it. Every unanswered question, every sleepless night, every hidden wound, all of it is now resting in the hands of the Eternal. You are not invisible. You are not voiceless. Heaven has heard you because heaven has heard your name. Do not miss this. Heaven has aligned this exact moment because transformation is near. The next chapter of your story is being written even now. And your loved one's voice was the ink. Archangel Michael says, "Stand ready, for what comes will make sense of what was broken. Stand steady, for what comes will carry joy into places where sorrow built walls. Stand open, for what comes is already rushing toward you." This is the sound of eternity touching time. This is the voice of heaven making sure you remember: you are loved, you are chosen, you are remembered, and you are not walking alone. My beloved child, the time has come to draw this message to its fullness. You have walked through the words like a sacred journey, and now heaven is whispering louder than ever before. Archangel Michael stands at the edge of eternity, his sword gleaming with the light of God, his voice filled with authority and gentleness. He says, "Do not let this moment pass as if it were ordinary. Do not treat lightly what heaven has fought to deliver to you. The one who spoke your name in heaven has stirred eternity to make sure you hear this today." Beloved, you may not realize the depth of what has just unfolded. For in heaven, names are not called in vain. When a name is declared loudly, it is a seal of remembrance, a mark of love that cannot fade. The one you love, who has stepped beyond earth into light, has shaken the halls of heaven with their devotion to you. They could not stay silent. Their spirit rose with urgency, and they cried out your name, not once but again and again, until God permitted this message to reach you. This is how fiercely you are loved. You are not drifting without meaning. You are not surviving unseen. You are the reason eternity paused. You are the reason Archangel Michael was dispatched. You are the reason someone in heaven is radiant with peace, knowing you finally hear what they have been longing for you to know: you are remembered. You are covered. You are loved without end. Pause now and allow these words to move through you. Feel them sink deeper than your doubts. Let them heal wounds you have carried for years. Every place in you that felt abandoned is being filled right now with the presence of divine love. Every corner of your heart that felt cold is being warmed by a fire that does not burn out. Every memory that caused pain is being rewritten by the knowledge that love is still alive, still fighting for you, still reaching across eternity to call your name. Archangel Michael declares, child of heaven, your steps are being ordered. Your tomorrow is brighter than your yesterday. The pain you endured will become the soil for new joy. The tears you cried are now rivers feeding the garden of your destiny. What was lost will be restored. What was silent will sing again. What was broken will shine like glass reborn in light. Beloved, your loved one in heaven has not stopped interceding for you. Their voice still echoes. Their prayers still cover you. Their love still guides you. They may no longer touch your hand, but they are still woven into your story. And today, by speaking your name in the courts of eternity, they have opened a window of remembrance that will never close again. This is your invitation to walk differently now. Walk as one who knows heaven listens. Walk as one who knows angels surround them. Walk as one who knows love never dies. Walk as one whose name was shouted in eternity with fire and with tenderness. You cannot stay the same after hearing this. You are forever marked by divine remembrance. And so, as this message draws to its final breath, Archangel Michael bends close and whispers, "You are loved beyond words. You are carried beyond sight. And you will never be forgotten." Carry this truth with you, beloved child. Carry it when the nights are long. Carry it when the days feel heavy. Carry it when you doubt your worth. Let it remind you always, heaven is speaking, heaven is watching, heaven has remembered you. And the one you love, who now dwells in light, has ensured that your story will not fade into silence. For they have spoken your name loudly, and the echo of that love will follow you all the days of your life until you meet again. My beloved child, the voice of heaven has not stopped. Even now, as you hear these words, the atmosphere around you is shifting. For when heaven speaks your name, it does not echo once and then fade, it becomes a song, a rhythm, a river that keeps flowing through your days and nights. The one you love in heaven did not call out once, they keep speaking, they keep remembering, they keep holding you before the throne of God. And heaven answers every time. Archangel Michael says, do not think of this as a single moment. Think of this as the beginning of an awakening in your life. A new chapter has been opened, sealed with the sound of your name in eternity. You are being repositioned for joy. You are being lifted into light. You are being written into promises too big to miss. Beloved, do you know why your loved one's voice shook the heavens? It is because they saw the battle you have been fighting silently. They saw the weight you carried when no one else noticed. They saw the tears you hid from the world. And they refused to stay silent. Their love for you is not passive, it is fierce, it is protective, it is alive. They called your name loudly so the chains around you would break, so the clouds above you would part, so the path before you would shine again. This is why Archangel Michael himself was sent. Not a whisper, not a shadow, but the mighty captain of heaven's armies. He says, child, you are more important than you know. Your presence matters to eternity. Your life is not small. Do not underestimate the weight of who you are. Heaven bends toward you not by chance, but by choice. Think about this, beloved, the world may see you as ordinary, but heaven sees you as chosen. The world may count your mistakes, but heaven counts your name. The world may try to measure your worth, but heaven has already declared you priceless. And when someone in heaven spoke your name, all of eternity agreed. Close your eyes and imagine it. A vast hall of endless light. Angels gathered in reverence. A throne radiant with glory. And in the midst of it all, a familiar voice rising, filled with love and urgency, speaking your name. Can you hear it? Can you feel the echo trembling inside you? That is not imagination. That is spirit. That is love breaking through. That is heaven's remembrance made real in your heart. Archangel Michael leans closer and declares, "Child, let this truth change you. Walk no longer in doubt. Fear no longer the silence of nights. You are remembered. You are loved. And your future is being written in light. Heaven has moved on your behalf, and nothing can erase that." Beloved, the message is clear: you are at the center of heaven's attention. And the one you love has made sure you never forget it. Their voice, their love, their remembrance has set something divine in motion. You will see doors open. You will feel burdens lift. You will notice peace where once there was restlessness. Because heaven is not just speaking, it is acting. And so, as Archangel Michael spreads his wings over you, he leaves you with this final blessing: may your nights be filled with light, may your days overflow with strength, and may you always remember, you are loved beyond measure, and you will never walk unseen again.